this topic. This evaluated course of green technology is actually catered to various students. Earlier, it was catered for third year students only for their MAR points, but now it is catered to I've opened for all the years, first, second, and third year, even the fourth years, those who are really interested to uh, join the course, which is an online course, obviously, because why it's an online course? It is offline course. Initially, it was an offline course, but very important thing is that I've seen that during the offline course, it's very difficult to uh, coordinate with all the years and various years, maybe more than one year students are there. So what's happening is that we can't accommodate due to the room facility, due to lack of room facility, or we cannot accommodate every year students in a particular session because of the difference in routine. So routine timetable. So due to this difference in routine timetable, for the last 2 years, I have been conducting this course in online mode. And there are some of the features which you have to follow in order to get the certification. There are some few things which to get the order. There are some rules and regulations which you need for the certification. Okay. So few things which are there. Let me share the screen. Now this subject is very interesting. Every year I conduct this course so that my students will be able to gain knowledge on the concepts of our this. So we will be able to gain concepts on our this green technology building and infrastructure. Initially, this course was basically targeted for MAR points to gain MAR points for students. But now, due to this increased evolution of various topics and various subjects, that is why I have tried to bring, or we from the Department of Civil Engineering, Heritage Institute of Technology, we have tried to bring this topic into our mainstream subject also. What are the subjects we have in our mainstream which is linking to this subject? Please listen. Those who are studying in third year, they know very well. Those who are in fourth year, they were not, they have done this course. Those who have not done this course, let me tell you, we have introduced a new subject, sustainable construction methods and principles of sustainable engineering in our B.TECH course. Okay. So it's even the current second years will be able to learn the subjects in third year. Obviously, the elective is given in third year. So now, why we have introduced this course, or why we have introduced this green technology as a whole, this course in evaluated course. They had a lot of course, but why we have introduced it? Because first important thing, due to increased demand in construction and design, this course will be very much useful for engineers, architects, interior designers, and your for common mass in general. Okay. So this subject is not very technical, but yes, it has some few important points, or it has some few important philosophies which you, as a new civil engineer of this generation X, Gen X, as I tell, in this world of AI or whatever, in this new generation, you have to be at par with the other engineers or other candidates from different institutes. Okay. So that is why I have introduced this course, and this course is even not available in NPTEL or any other open access courses. Okay, it's a very, very nice thing. And please keep in mind, this course can, as I told you, this course is open to everyone. Those who want to do this course sincerely from other institutes also, they can do. But primary target is for our institutional students. Already it was for third year, but now I have opened it for all first, second, third, and fourth. Okay. So what is the things we have to follow? First is we have 4 months more or less, January, February, March, and April. In these 4 months, I will take one class per week, which the duration will be about 1 to 1.5 hours. 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay. More or less. It might be 1 hour, it may be 1.5 hours, one. Second is we have to get MER points. There's a very big headache as a students also and as a faculty also. We have a very big headache, that is MER points. That is mandatory additional points. 20 points we have to get. Those who are not going for NPTEL courses or any MOOCs courses, which are time consuming and costly affair, here we can get 20 MER points in a very sincere and very quick manner. So what are the important points for MER? So more or less it is about 33 hours course, okay, and you will get a certification. Earlier it was certified, but now it is, you will get certification in hand, okay. So what are the important things? So one weekly class with proctored attendance. That means I will be taking the attendance for all students. I will be taking the attendance for all students first. Every class. Since the first class, those who have joined late, no problem. So by and by, I will take attendance twice. Once at the beginning of the class, those who have joined, okay, within first 10 minutes, within first 5 minutes rather, I will take the attendance, and there will be 2 Zoom sessions, because in one particular Zoom session, it is a 40 minutes limitation. So once the 40 minutes gets over, again you have to rejoin with the same link. And the link which I have mailed you today, this link will be constant for the future classes. This link will be constant for future classes. Okay. Very important thing. So there is no change in link, first of all. So one attendance at the first 10 minutes, and the second attendance or the last attendance will be taken during the final 10 minutes of the last session. So more or less, I will take 2 sessions, 2 40-minute session in every class. Okay, please keep in mind. One. Next is we have an online MCQ exam. We have an online MCQ exam of 50 marks. Sorry, 100 marks. You have 100 marks online MCQ exam, which will be conducted, which will be proctored, and instantly your marks will be available to you. And based on your marks attained, you will be certified first, second, and third. So from this year, we have taken this issue that we should acknowledge the students with first, second, and third position based on their marks. Okay. There is no assignments which will be given to you, so that you have to complete that. There is no proctored assignments weekly, because it will be time consuming and you are already loaded with subjects, assignments, and exams. So I have kept it free. Another very important thing, feedback form fill up. At the end of this course, you will be sent a feedback form. You have to meticulously study the questions, and you have to fill the form. So without online exam, without attendance, without feedback form, your course will not be granted. And lastly, the certification course is rupees 200. Okay. So certification course is rupees 200. You will be receiving a full proof colored certificate with my signature, with head sir signature and principal sir signature is there. And if you are getting first, second, and third, then your that also will be shown in the certificate. Okay. So these things, so you don't need to you just properly keep the certificate as a very interesting certificate, because I might tell you why it is very important, because this certification will be helping for you in your interview time also. Because nowadays, not only a civil engineering concepts are required, but also the concept of green building is very much demanding. from architects and engineers all over the world, not only national level but also international level. And you know, our department is NB accredited, National Board of Accreditation. So those who want to go to abroad or any IITs and IITs, if you want to go or any MBA courses, this certification will be very, very valuable. Okay. But obviously, if they ask the questions in the interview, and if you're not able to answer, that will be very bad impression. Only certification will not be there, but also the concepts, what I am teaching you, what I will be teaching you in the next classes, that should be keep in mind. Your concept should be there. Okay. So, till now, I see 25 students have enrolled. Okay. Sorry, but 60 students have enrolled, but I can see 25 students have joined. Okay. So, introduction to green technology in buildings in infrastructure. So, let me ask someone that what do you mean by green technology as a whole? It's an interactive session, you can join, no problem.
Keeping it environmental friendly.
Yes, yes, correct. Any other issues? Any other issues? Yes, green technology actually in general means environmental friendly, energy efficient. The very important thing, energy efficient, environment friendly. These things are there in green technology. But why this green technology course has been gained more importance in this last one decade? Last one decade, this topic or this area has emerged in a very big field. Why? Because the sustainable development. So as you know that all the big nations, United Nations, giant nations came in 2020 in a roundtable meeting to draft a report that's known as Brundtland report, which shows that sustainable development. What is sustainable development? It is a development which meets the present generation as well as keeping in mind the needs for the future generation. So due to the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, issued by various giant the developed countries, there are 17 SDGs, 17 Sustainable Development Goals that is targeted to be achieved by 2030. In that, I will show you the next day. In one first, the goal is no poverty. Second, no hunger. Third is sustainable communities and cities, innovative infrastructure, in sustainable resources. There are like these are 17 environmental climate area. So there are 17 sustainable development goals that are targeted for sustainable development by all the nations by 2030. And under this sustainable development goals, I will show in the next day that in the picture, in the 8 and 10 points are very important for green building or green technology in buildings and infrastructure. Okay. So in this topic, in this area, we have 4 modules. Okay. But primarily I will be focusing on the topic wise. Okay. I will not teach you module wise, just like we go for academic courses. I will be focusing on the topics which are very important to know as a civil engineer or an architect or interior designer in this 21st century or 21st century. Yes. Okay. So what are the things what we know for green buildings or green technology? First is green technology is also known as clean technology, refers to the use of technology and science to create products and solutions. Very important. Create products and solutions that have a minimal impact on the environment. That means this definition goes hand in hand with sustainable development. Those who are studying the sustainable development subject or sustainable building construction in third year, they know I taught them that sustainable, there are 7 principles of sustainable engineering. Under them, one is it should be energy efficient. less waste production, less resource use, durable. So there are 7 principles. So under these, green technology is one of them. Because green technology is any technology in any engineering part. It can be in chemical engineering, it can be in civil engineering, mechanical, any engineering. Green technology is utilized. Like in buildings, we have in civil engineering sector or architect sector, we have green building concept given by our Indian Green Building Council, IGBC. We have the foreign communities like Leeds of UK, LEED, Leeds. We have Brigham of USA. So there are a lot of committees who impart the importance of green technology to be conducted in buildings. It can be residential, it can be commercial, it can be institutional, it can be social, so anything. So green technology leads to cleaner environment, obviously eco-friendly, two important things. In the context of buildings and infrastructure, green technology encompasses innovative practice. So what we are going to learn here? We are going to learn innovative practices. That means construction technology or method. Previously, the construction technology or method which we learn in books and which we know for the last 50, 60 years, they are slightly becoming obsolete. Yes, they are the fundamental knowledge. Without them, we cannot proceed. But we have new innovative practices and construction technologies which are being adopted by various construction companies all over India and worldwide, like Ultratech, L&T, ACOM, AFCON, Shapoorji Pallonji, RVNL. All construction companies, they have a department for sustainable sector. Even the cement manufacturing plants, steel manufacturing plants, any metallic iron plants, or any iron the ferrous non-ferrous metal production companies, they are going for innovative practices. Next, they are also going for design, new design, interior design, structural design also, and materials. So innovative practices, design and materials that aim to enhance energy efficiency, reduce waste, and minimize the overall ecological footprint. What is ecological footprint? It is nothing but the carbon footprint. That means whatever technology I am using, that should not pose pressure on my environment. The new technology which I am adopting, the new material which I am using for construction or manufacturing, for mechanical engineers, very important for manufacturing, we should not impose carbon footprint. It should not produce huge amount of carbon dioxide or any gases or any material which is very harmful to the environment. Not only air, but soil, water. So just like an engineer, civil engineer, our construction materials should be less polluting. It should use less resources and it should put less carbon footprint. Similarly, for mechanical engineers, they have to adopt new technologies which requires less fossil fuels, oil, coal, petroleum. You know, all the machines they require oil, all the machines they require resources like metals. So we have to be energy efficient and eco-friendly. How? By automation, by digitalization, by using the electronic batteries, the battery system. For chemical engineers, we have hydrogen fuel, we have solar panels. Even the solar panels, they are going a rapid advent. They are going a rapid change in innovation. Like earlier, it was solar panels which were photovoltaic cell, and cell also produces huge wastage. So now we are going for this transition of solar panels from photovoltaic, which is very common in India, to our perovskite, PEROBSKIT, perovskite solar panels. We are going for this dye-sensitized solar panels. So we are, even in solar industry, we are emerging into more eco-friendly and energy efficient material. So see, all engineering are linked with this. No engineering or no sector can ignore this area. And lastly, it includes strategies for sustainable construction, renewable energy integration. Renewable energy is the one sector where the Indian government is targeting for the next 20-30 years. If you have learned, if you have heard from Nitin Gadkari, two area where India is mainly concentrating on for the next 2 decades is renewable energy sector and infrastructure. Please keep in mind, renewable energy sector and infrastructure, these are two areas where the central government, the government of India is focusing on, so that they will be landing huge amount of money on that. They will be investing. Okay. So renewable energy integration, adoption of eco-friendly building materials and systems. Anywhere, if you go for building construction, if you're going for highways, if you're going for soil construction, soil improvement, then also everywhere eco-friendly building materials should be used. So this is the main concept, the main theme of green technology in buildings and infrastructure. Okay. So what is the importance of green buildings and infrastructure? First is we have environmental conservation. Under the environmental conservation, we can have, by implementing green technology in buildings and infrastructure, we can significantly reduce the consumption of natural resources, minimize harmful emissions, thereby contributing to the preservation of natural environment and biodiversity. Okay. So earlier, it took almost about 2-3 decades to move from coal to oil. And similarly, we are taking a huge amount of time to convert from oil to natural or energy efficient or renewable energy like batteries, solar panels, hydrogen fuel. Cost efficiency, very important. These are all the principles of green technology. Environmental conservation is very much important to be kept in mind. Next is cost efficiency. Nowadays, let me tell you, nowadays, all the architect firms, all the design firms, they don't only design any structure like anything. They design the structure keeping in mind of the energy efficiency also. That is the concept of green building. And why green building concept has gained importance in India for the last 20 years? Because the IGBC, it also, actually what happens, green building also generates economy. I will teach you in the next classes that it also generates revenue. How? The Indian Greenhouse Building Council, IGBC, rates, there's a rating system, certification system for various buildings based on their energy efficiency point. So there are a lot of issues, there are a lot of areas where the various points are being demarcated, the marks, points are demarcated for various issues. Okay, so there is platinum rated, gold rated, diamond rating, silver rating. So based on this rating, the IGBC provides a certificate to the buildings, and by using the certification, the rent of the building gets increased. For example, let me tell you, so I'm discussing how the economy increases using IGBC. That is, first is you're trying to implement the green technology in your building, like offices. If an office becomes platinum or gold rated, that means the rent of the office building will be high. For example, the Technopolis building at Newtown, it's a green building. It's the first green building which was certified in 2011. We have Godrej Waterfront, that is also a green building. We have Unitech building, that is also a green building. We have Godrej Apartments in Alipur, that is also a green building. So by certification of this green building, what we are going for? Two important things. One is status. Now, for example, if our heritage building, the heritage whole campus becomes green building, then two important things will be rising up. One is status, second is the economy. Okay, that's very important thing, because whenever a building is green building, it is certified with IGBC, then the national and international importance or recognition increases. Next, public health benefits. Obviously, we are going for public health benefits also. Environmental conservation for environmental purpose, cost efficiency, and public health. So adopting green technology can result in improved air indoor quality. Again, an important principle for sustainable development. Indoor air quality. Many people don't know this. Even when I communicate with architects and engineers, those who are in link with me in industry, hardly they know about this term, indoor air quality. They ask me, "Are indoor air quality কি ব্যাপার? এটা আমি ঠিক জানি না। এটা কি interior design related?" No, indoor air quality is something very much important. Obviously, it is linked with the indoor area, but how we can enhance the quality of our interior air of our buildings, that is very important. For give you an example, how will you identify or how will you understand? For example, in an office building, and in a particular office of about, for example, maybe the 500 square meter, 500 square meter, let me tell you, a floor area, and there's some offices there, and they're using 60 computers, 60 to 70 computers. So from these computers, huge amount of heat is generated from these computers. The lights, electricity, they are consuming electricity, the electrical appliances. So they are producing heat, they are producing light. So the indoor air quality becomes heated, right? The indoor air becomes heated. And even the oxygen level gets reduced, yes or no? Because if we have in a floor area of our 500 square meter, if we have about 60 to 70 computers, then you just understand that what will be the effect of oxygen level and also for the employees, right? So are you able to understand the analogy which I am trying to bring? Similarly, বুঝতে পারছো পিকচারটা যে যদি একটা ফ্লোর এরিয়াতে ফর এক্সাম্পল 100 computers are there, or in a particular area lot of machinery, cement production is there, cement bags, sand bag is there, if it is completely closed, for example, then what happens? The air indoor quality gets reduced, oxygen level gets reduced, and it will cause health hazard to the employees because they are going to the office day by day, day by day. So we have to adopt green technology. How we can adopt? What are the ways? I will discuss you in the classes. Can result in improved air quality, reduced exposure to toxins, harmful gases, and enhanced occupant comfort, thereby positively impacting the health and well-being of the individuals residing and working in buildings and infrastructure. Okay. Now, for example, let me give you an idea. We have classroom, for example, the CME 318. It's a very big classroom. Even 60, why not 60? Only even 80 students can accommodate in the classroom. But if someone tells you that is it feasible, it is okay. If the ventilation is good, if the air passage is good, then we have very good indoor air quality. But for example, imagine that same classroom, it is fully confined, fully closed, only ACs are there. Every time when you are opening up the ACs, switching on the ACs, your air gets cooled, but whether your indoor air quality will become good. Even though we are always using ACs, for example, that indoor air quality will not be good. We have to keep provisions of glasses and windows which can be opened, because the outside air environment, the fresh oxygen should come into in any classroom. Understood? So these are all the points That should be kept in mind.
Yes.
Secondly, sometimes many people smoke. We have separate smoking area outside some offices so that they can smoke there. No smoking allowed in any building or any office premises. You know this. It's very common in all areas. Okay. So that also smoking reduces the indoor air quality. Acha, let me tell you, we have 7 minutes left for ending of this session. When the session ends, automatically your meeting will end. The 5 minutes is required for your recording of the class. It takes about 5 minutes to record the class. After that, again, I will switch on the meeting. As those who have joined in the WhatsApp group, I have already sent. Okay, so you join the WhatsApp group. I will the message in the WhatsApp group that you can join now. Okay, because 5 to 7 minutes is required for recording. Then again, I will switch on the session. So there will be 2 sessions. Since today is the first class, so I will take the attendance at the end. Okay, so twice attendance I will take from the next day. One is the first join within first 10 minutes. Okay, join within. Okay, please add me in the WhatsApp group. Okay, please give me your phone number, dear. I can't recognize you, so please give me your number so I can join you. Okay, so those who have not joined, they can send me in the chat box. Okay, I will join them. Those who are outside our college, for example, that's okay. Okay. So there will be 2 sessions every day, not more than that, because more than 2 sessions become very boring in the online period. So we have to learn some important issues. Okay. Those who want to keep a notepad or diary, they can keep. Okay. So there's some on already I will be creating a Google Classroom where the PPTs will be uploaded every week. Okay. After every week, they will be uploaded. Okay. And some PPTs will be uploaded earlier also so that you can study them. So benefits of implementing green technology, already we have learned the benefits, importance, benefits, energy efficiency, very important, energy efficiency. Green technology enables buildings and infrastructure to consume less energy through advanced insulation, efficient lighting, and utilization of renewable resources. That means efficient lighting is very important. If we reduce the lighting consumption, which is being available artificially through electricity, we can reduce this energy or energy dependency. Basically, what we are reducing the energy dependency so that our energy is left to be consumed for our future generation. Right? Next, reduced environmental impact. Incorporating green technology, the carbon footprint of buildings can be minimized, leading to decreased pollution, conservation of water resources, and reduction of waste sent to landfills. That means, for example, if we have near our building complex, we have a water body. We should not be wasting the water, or we should not pollute the water body. That's very important. So this is how we can reduce the environmental impact. That means our garbage, our wastage should be properly, they should be properly managed. That is also an important issue. I will teach you wet wastage, wet and dry wastage, all these things. Thirdly, enhance sustainability. Buildings designed with green technology are constructed to durable, maintainable, and adaptable. Durable, durable means long lasting, টেকসই. Those are Bengali, they know this word. Tikawa, durable, maintainable, and adaptable. Promoting a long-term sustainable approach focused on preserving natural resources for future generations. Okay. So these are the things which are there. Okay. Next, Examples. So this is the first class, the introductory class. So I am just rounding off, or I am just discussing the nutshell of this course actually. Examples of green technology in buildings and infrastructure. What are the examples? There are a lot of examples are there that are unending. First, I have just jotted down in a very small way. One is green roof system. What is the green roof system means? The green roof system actually demarcates the utilization of natural plants, small plants on our roof. The installation of green roofs involves the cultivation of vegetation on building rooftops, providing natural insulation, reducing stormwater runoff, and improving air quality. So the green roof system, even though it's not actually feasible or it is not fully safe for residential buildings, but in many areas we can promote this green roof system. Even you will know nowadays we are going for horizontal planting, horizontal gardening, we all know. Vertical gardening, we are going for vertical gardening. First, it was reinstated. It was in Chennai, when I went to Chennai and Hyderabad in the 2015, 16, 17. The piles of the flyover, the pillars, the piles of the flyovers, they used to hold the vertical gardening. They promoted in that time. And in Rajarhat area, Newton area, if you go there, you will see vertical gardening is there. Vertically, the plants are kept. Not only for it increases the aesthetic, but also it promotes sustainability, it promotes green environment. Like the fires, they are left free. Instead of giving advertisements, what is we can do? We can provide the vertical gardening on the fire. So we can provide even we have a separate garden area for in the Newton area. If you see, one is thing is very important. We need a large area for this. So it provides natural insulation. During summer, it will keep cool. During the winter, it will keep warm. Reducing stormwater runoff. What is stormwater runoff? When rainfall takes place, majority of the water runs off, run away in the drain. So we can utilize this water.